Howdy everybody, good morning. Mark Howell with Grounded Truths LLC here out of Doniphan, Missouri. Be giving a quick review today of the Hot Speed Engine and IA Pack by Mystery Ranch. Personally, I've been using this pack for about 8 months now. Spring burn season was pretty busy and got to use this quite a bit. Again, this is from the perspective of someone who's primarily now a prescribed fire practitioner, but I do have about 15 years of wildland, 16, 17 years of wildland fire operations, including suppression, prescribed fire, and about 5 years of engine time. So this is originally marketed and designed as an engine/IA initial attack pack. And I will tell you that as an engine person, I really like this, and I can get into that perhaps in a little bit. But from a prescribed fire standpoint, this is a perfect mix of having enough space, just enough space, without encouraging yourself to bog yourself down with 30 pounds of gear. You have room for a fire shelter. Yes, I own and carry one. Still to this day, my position and my company also do not only prescribed fire consulting, but community wildfire protection as well. So the fire shelter is still a necessity on fire ops for me. Has about 250 cubic inch space here for all your goodies. I carry Kestrel, headlamp, spare flagging, spare batteries, fiber tape, and mountain money. Same as I would pretty much. This is exactly the same as I would run this on an engine as well. You have your daisy chains here that can be adjusted to and let out to assist with carrying. So for example, if you're carrying QBs, a jerry can, etc., you can actually unravel and strap these, use these to strap that load in better. This does provide you a shelf right here, sets on top of the actual little pocket. Comes with Mystery Ranch's Futura yoke system. So this has a nice polyurethane frame that allows you to stiffen up the pack, also allows you to adjust this yoke. So you can actually stick this down in here to loosen this up, and then you can move this yoke up and down to suit your torso length as needed. So basically this is truly a one size fits most pack. There are 3 different sizes. There's large, extra large, medium, and small. This is a large, but even for me, I'm 6 feet tall, and at the normal base yoke setting, this fits me perfectly. There's also a side daisy chain here that, for example, I've attached these flaggings to, that you could just roll off flagging as needed. The one downside I will talk to you about this pack is that the hydration system absolutely sucks. Mystery Ranch, I don't know what you were thinking here, but this is Terabad. Why is this Terabad? Well, okay, so put yourself in the position of being that firefighter on an engine, volunteer fire department, etc. You've been running and gunning. You've been laying hose, fighting fire, running leaf blower out here, etc., etc. It's 8, 10, 12 hours into your shift, and you just ran out of water. You are tired, you are hot, you are sweaty. You are in the Cooper color codes in condition gray, right? So now you've got this thing to contest with. First of all, it's not a standard, there's no screw or anything. You gotta sit here and undo that, and flip this open and kind of finagle this to stay open, right? While you try and, okay, so great. I'm holding this open with both hands. Well, if I wanna hold it open with one hand, guess what I'm doing? Grubby fingers that have been in ash and mud and dirt, hauling hose, etc. Maybe have chainsaw, bar oil, or gas on them, 2-stroke on them. And now I'm sticking them in my water supply to keep this open, because you really can't, you can't hold it this way and kind of force it open. So you're sticking grubby fingers in your water supply to refill it. That's all bad. Not to mention, this is just a wonky setup. I really hate this hydration bladder. Camelback makes the Camelback Crux lumbar hydration system, which is actually going to be an immediate purchase for this to replace this thing, because this is, I'm sorry, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but this is atrocious. This is terrible. From an operational firefighter standpoint, this is possibly the worst hydration bladder I've ever seen. Additionally, not only is it difficult to mess with and hard to get back in here, but what do you notice? What do you notice about this? There's no shut off, and this pops off real easy. So not only do you have potential to contaminate your bite valve here, but if it gets ripped off, it gets pulled off, something comes here, it breaks this off, you have no shut off, no way to save your water supply. You're just going to be bleeding water all over the place, and now you're out of service. So back to the positives, because we'll make this the sandwich setup. Back to the positives. I do like the padding, but the shoulder pads, very well constructed, very well padded. Also, the waist belt is incredibly well padded, especially here in the lumbar region, because if you are carrying a hose pack, a leaf blower, saw pack, etc., it's going to be putting a lot of weight and pressure right here in your lumbar, which is really nicely padded up. The belt is excellent quality. Also, these two, I got the For the Wind pouches, the FTW pouch. These could be used to carry spare water bottles, cigs with bar oil and 2-stroke. You could shove a passel of fusees in there if you're doing a quick IA work, or you're going to do a burn show and just don't have torches handy, or ran out of gas for whatever reason. Molly also, anything you can molly on here, any molly compatible pouches, etc. Like for me, an IFAC will be going on here at some point. So yeah, overall, I would say the hydration bladder sucks. The rest of it is absolutely an awesome setup. $260 at mysteryranch.com. As I said, 250 cubic inch pouch right here, 3-liter hydration bladder, which absolutely sucks. Please replace with the Camelback Crux as soon as possible, Mystery Ranch. Other than that, 9 out of 10, awesome pack, would recommend.